Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another Factorio stream. Pyanodons again. This is day 19, I think, if memory serves. So we've been going for quite a while. Good evening, Dgray. Welcome to the stream. I'll obviously blank the screen out at the important parts so you don't see all of our tips and tricks. You know, that's only fair. He says. Right, I'm already in Discord. It's a shame Kev won't be joining us tonight. Unfortunately, his computer is still deader than dead, which is a real shame. But Akram and Binary are on the server, so they should tune in and help out shortly. Let's get logged in. Let's see if I can crash the server tonight or not. Apparently it was me that crashed this server, so I have successfully crashed 2 Factorio servers now in my lifetime, which is a bit of a worry. The Beast Finder mod that we currently use has got a few quirks, I think is the best way of putting it. I did some recipe changes last night to try and find, I can show you where things are across the map, but it obviously uses quite a lot of calculations, and when I changed the setting, the server then went nope, and I took it down. Good evening, Enigma. How are we doing? Bitfrot has since been on and fixed the server. We are still running the same mod. I don't know how it's going to go. I might break it again. Who knows? I'm doing very well, thank you. We're 19 days in to streaming Pyanodons, and yeah, we're making good progress, I think, to be fair. Let's have a little look at our map. There we go, that's the sheer scale of the map at the minute. It's quite significant, I would say. Binary and Ekma are both on, doing their building. All the white you can see is actually limestone. Binary went mad and decided, why not? And it actually gives you much faster running speeds. As you can see, I can now run around with some exoskeletons like Usain Bolt, which is fantastic. It is absolutely ugly. Don't get me wrong, this map is awful. It looks disgusting. From a modular, compact, tidy point of view, we have failed miserably. Some parts are, I mean, you can look at some parts and see, oh, we've clearly built in a compact modular format. Other areas start to get a bit kind of messy, and just this area here is which is Binary's little workshop. He likes to build things up and then we kind of fix it afterwards. Which is a-okay in my book. I'm okay with that. But it does mean we have a lot of cleaning up to do, to be fair. So I know last night before I broke the server, I was working on... Where am I? I don't know where I am on the map. Oh yeah, I was looking at production science, because we were having a few bottlenecks with production science. So as you can see from our research queue, automation, logistic, chemical, production and pie. Production is the one that's struggling the most. And this is what we're making right here. But we are missing control units, which are missing from here. Oh, there's Akram. No, we have a logistics system set up as well on the right here with the alerts. So it lets us know if anything's running a bit low ahead of time, so we can start fixing it. No manure in logistic means blackout soon. Uh-oh. Oh, how to fix. Oh god, the last thing we need is blackout. So we've actually got a little setup somewhere. Where is it? Over here. So each one of these is linked in to the robot network, and basically says if it drops below a set amount, flag up a message on the speakers. So red circuits, that's red circuits in total. This is all the materials that make up a red circuit, and each one is linked, so if it starts getting low at certain points, we can start to monitor it and just kind of hop on it before it gets too much of a problem. So at the minute it's saying tar and printed circuit substrate tier 2, which I think is part of the complex one. Printed circuit substrate, tier 1. Tier 2 is okay, it's 400, it's because it's set to less than 500, so it's one of those things, it's not bad, but it gives us something to look at and go, do we need to build more? Are we okay? And at the minute I'd say we're probably okay. Only just so. Good evening Binary, I know you can hear me now in Discord. Good stuff. Oh, circuit 2s have just dropped under as well. Let's have a little look. Yeah, 922, so again, it's just because they've dipped under the control point that we've said. So we're okay, we're okay. However, if manure is a problem, let's have a little look. Oh, it's completely empty, isn't it? Ulrich food. We've got quality Ulrich food, Akram. Is that not good enough? I'm currently trying to sort out production science. So we know we're missing these control units, which are missing the high-tech circuit boards. That is T3. So we've got simple circuit boards automated, which I believe Dgray successfully did in his latest YouTube episode. And last night on stream was one of the first things he got up and running, which is pretty cool. Then you've got complex circuit boards, which are the T2 basically. And then high-tech circuit boards are T3, which we currently do have, but we're obviously having a bit of issue with. And in fact, I think this is the point I got to last night, where I was searching for those on the map using the Beast Finder mod, and then I broke the server. So I need to be a little bit careful tonight, I don't do the same again. I don't want to break everything. I actually want to play tonight. So we don't appear to have any. No, okay, we're gonna have to investigate now. Pretty sure. See, this is what I was working on. High-tech circuits, these. And if we click search, there we go, okay. The server's still working. Issue here, issue there, issue everywhere. Yep, you're not wrong, Phil. That is always the case, unfortunately. Right, so high-tech circuits. Oh, here we go. Akram's giving me a task for the day. So I like this. Akram knows what he's doing. Between him and Kev, we have a very good system where they'll say, can you build this? I'll say no, then I'll go and try and build it, and they'll fix it later. Works flawlessly every time. Methanol. Hang on then, let's see. Normally, when I'm looking at the problem down the line here, Akram's about 10 steps ahead of me. So he's already figured out where the problem's going to be. And just says to me, have a look at this, build this. So that's fine. So we'll use FNEI for ethanol. If I can spell it. Ethanol, here we go. Was it ethanol or was it methanol? Did you say methanol? Methanol. Helps to look for the right thing. Methanol. Okay, so which method are we going to look at for making it? Let's see. That's a rubbish method. 100 method. Nah. About 150 for tin, chromium, natural gas and hot air. 200 if you use molybdenum, can't pronounce that one. 400 if you add some random bits in. This is the hardest part, knowing which is going to be the best recipe. Can we give me a hint on the best recipe tonight? At the minute I'm leaning towards the one for 150. Which is, where's it gone? Tin chromium with natural gas and hot air? Or is there a better one? Or the molybdenum one? Molybdenum, natural gas and hot air, that gives you 200 every 6 seconds. There we go, look. Oh, okay. Copper plate, zinc and syngas. Didn't see that one yet. There it is. So they made a methanol reactor. What's a reactor? Reactor. Copper, zinc and syngas. So that should be fairly straightforward. It's one of the easier builds compared to previous ones I've done. There we go, methanol reactor. It's got its own building. Let's find a square. Let's go. This square here looks like it'll be alright. Or should we move down to the centre? I was building around here. I might go down here, build where I was building before. Let's call on my Game of Thrones dragon. Feeding some fish. Let's go, dragon. I love this dragon. They should really have names. What is that? This is a Fadacious. It's a flying cat. Oh, I was going to build here, but I think we're building on the salt, so let's go one more over. Okay, we'll build here. And whilst we're here, we will just cover our square in. Try not to break the server. Dgray will be cutting us up in the slaughterhouse for parts, won't he? We'll get bones and blood out of that. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, chop, chop, chop. Let's just fill that with the limestone so I can run nice and fast in this area. It was awful. It was. Daddy Dgray turned on his kids, didn't he? He really did. Went full on Hannibal. Okay. What's there's a salt mine here as well. Is it actually... Oh, it's got no power. I think Akram set it up, he just didn't put a input on it, he didn't put any fuel source on it. That's fine, I think I've got enough space in this square to do that, so I'll set up a chest with some coal dust. Oh, seems as we have many coal dust in the network. There we go. See you, Dgray. Thanks for tuning in and spying. We're on to you. Right, how much syngas have we got here? Ooh, not a lot. We're going to have to make syngas on site then out of something. Let's have a little look. Syngas. Do we go hot syngas? Purified syngas? Dirty syngas? No. compact syngas. Akram, what's the best way of getting syngas? I was going to take it off the logistic network, but it looks like we're probably not going to be able to support that. Triple that. Is this the hot syn? Ah, okay, so it is the hot syngas. Purified syngas. There is the chain I just looked at. Dirty syngas. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did set this up, didn't I? Oh wow, I forgot about this. Totally forgot about this. It's still working well, at least. It just needs more oomph, as it were. Yeah, it just needs yeah, I built it over 2 squares, didn't I? That's not a terrible setup either. Just wondering if we can get that into the square I've got down here. I don't know if it will fit. I think it's too wide. It might do. That's that's just there because of that. Yeah, okay, let's have a look. Let's see if this fits. So take from about there to about there. Let's see what this looks like in our new square. Ooh. Wow. There's a chance it will fit. Okay. That might leave me space. So that is just to get syngas out. That leaves me space underneath to build the last little bit, which actually will work. Do that. Get rid of that. What's in the way? Ah, that. Okay. This should get my syngas going again, which is good news. Let's just top that off as well whilst we're doing stuff. And then down here I can build the actual bit we need. Hey, good evening Freak Source, thank you very much for the raid. Good evening everybody, welcome to the community server of Dgray Pyanodons playthrough. We are currently, well, I am currently in the middle of building some methanol to keep on top of everything. Ah, good evening, Looper as well. Welcome, welcome. I see you've been streaming for about 6 or 7 hours today, Freak. You must be absolutely Pyanodon out. Yes, the server is back online after my successful killing of it last night. Injusera was right. It was me, and it was his fault for telling me to click a button on that Beast Finder mod. So. Make sure you get some food and stay hydrated. The Beast Finder app was the source of our problem last night. When I set the recipes and clicked the button, it apparently broke and that crashed the server. And unfortunately our server host, I believe it was when I clicked this one here, to enable to search for recipe ingredients in assemblers, furnaces, etc. I'd clicked that and then I think I was running a search and it was just too much. apparently it creates a lot of waypoints and there's a lot of checking throughout the game, and it just, yeah. I mean, to be fair, when it's searching across all of this, I kind of get why it went a bit haywire and sort of crashed out on us a bit. So yeah, kind of our own fault there a little bit. So I'm trying to use it sparingly now. Only when I absolutely can't find something, I'll put it in and do a quick search. And I will not be checking that checkbox anymore, so I'm staying well away from that. It's not worth the risk. So yeah, so at the minute I'm just building some methanol. I am cheating slightly because I do have one of these set up already, so I'm just copying and pasting it across the way. I don't need that. That was copied by accident. Just trying to tidy it up a bit now so it actually fits where I want it to fit. This makes some more syngas for me, so I've got a nice layout then. Yeah, you're not wrong on Looper. There's a lot of recipes for recipes' sake, I find. It's one of those things, and I appreciate some of it. It makes it interesting, but what I have found there is, I've done a few recipes now for like industrial diamonds, the molten stuff, like all the molten chains have like concentrates, powders, dusts and that. They're all very similar and need a setup like this, so it gets a bit samey. So I think there is variety, but is it the right kind of variety? Not overly sure. I do love, don't get me wrong, I do love the molten process. It is beautiful getting all that extra plates out, but the setup for each one feels a bit samey. Need to move this whole row. I didn't mean to move the salt mine, never mind. Put that there. Get rid of that. Put those back on, lovely. There we go. What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing a lot of different items, unfortunately, that aren't quite available yet. That's fine, everything else seems to be connected, just the power, which I can probably solve. Yeah, put that there. There we go. I'll start working now. Oh, nice. How far have you gotten, Looper, then? Through the actual... Ah. Yeah, where was your stopping point, then? What did you get to and go? No, this is me. Blue science, nice. I've had a lot of people state that that's pretty much the point people get to before they go, no, I'm done. We've just hit production science, which is a bit slow, so we're just trying to up the ante on that now, because obviously for things like this we need 300. These ones can all cope, but production science is just struggling a little bit. With the amount of animal stuff we've still got to get. Don't even know what half of these things are. The Schrodinger antelope I'm looking forward to, though. I think I might have stuffed up some of the inputs here. I think that's supposed to go across there. Not sure where these are connected to yet. Ah, there. Yeah, to be fair, I do find myself hopping on a few other streams at a time now, just to see how other people are doing stuff, because we're getting this far through, and even the veteran players are looking and going, hang on a minute, I need a second to try and work out what's next, because for a lot of us this is the furthest anyone's ever got through this part of the game, so it's very much a case of, right, what do we do now? What's the actual next thing? So it's quite interesting to learn that as we go. We have got a lovely little alert system up here. We set up some circuitry and a little mall. It just basically tells us when stuff starts to get a bit low. Just keeps us on our toes then, so we know, hang on a minute, if for instance the tar's getting low, we've got a problem coming, so we can start looking into things a bit quicker. And it acts as a sort of mini to-do list then as well. So we do have the to-do list mod, but we kind of stopped using it after a little while because everyone just kind of found their own space to get ahead and build stuff. So, but this serves as another little reminder to say, watch out, this is getting low. So I've grown to love that little alert system. Right, now I need to build, what are they, 6 jaw crushers? Yep. There we go, 6 jaw crushers. Some of these things I don't know what they are. Multi-purpose cracker. 2 of. That's them, isn't it? Yep, 2 of those. An olefin plant. Just gotta find it first. Hidden away. There we go. Olefin plant, there we go. I can build that as well. A quenching tower Mark II. Can build that as well. I think that's it. I think everything else has been delivered by the logistic network. Optical fibre. Yeah, some of the ingredients seem to be a lot harder to do than the rest, which is really annoying. I spent the last couple of nights doing the industrial diamonds, which we now have in plentiful amount, but it took me the best part of, I think, 2 hours the first night to get this all manufactured, and then I spent last night before the server crashed tweaking it to get a bit more optimized and a constant throughput as we started running out of stuff, so that was fun. Missing recipe, missing belt. I think Kev set up rubber. You don't use planners. No, to be fair, we don't really use planners either. I mean, I definitely don't. I kind of build this lot of mess as I go. So I'll work out, oh, the raw material comes in, needs to be crushed. Right, what do I get out of that? What does that raw material convert to? What's its byproduct? Process that. What's next? Rinse and repeat until I get to the end, the actual item that I was building in the first place, which in this build setup is actually all the way over here, and it's the syngas. So hopefully that's building up nicely. Yes, this is a mess. To be fair, this is quite a neat setup, you know, in comparison. Naphtha, where's the naphtha come from? There to here. Yes. I'm not sure why that isn't connected. Just want to double check what I did over here. So I moved it all over. Naphtha went into there. Oh, I just did. Okay, I'm missing a flotation cell. Haha. Oh, hang on then. I'm missing a flotation cell. That's not good. What have I done there? I've not copied and pasted correctly. No, Akram, it's not a copy and paste. It's a cut and borrow, I think. That's what we'll call it. Right, so next to this is where it should be. Oh, here. Oh, I think I've just moved it over too close, that's all. So I just need to cut this. Maybe not just that. Get that. Move it to there, possibly. I'm not entirely sure on Looper. We don't update this mod. We're playing on the version that we started on, just because we don't want to risk any bugs and problems coming out if we do update it. It's too risky for us, and I'm far too good at crashing the server, so I didn't want to risk it. Ah, right, that should go there. There we go. There are 2 flotation cells. Ah, there they are. And then Mark 1. Can't see it. Mark 1s. There we go. 1 and 2. Still building the last few bits, so that should now work all the way through. Oh no, don't do that. Do that. There we go. Fix my limestone hole. Okay. Don't do that power pole. Right, that leaves me space here now to build the actual methanol, which is what I was working on in the first place. 1 second. Had to give up loot llama. Unfortunately, my son came down the stairs. It's his. He left it downstairs. He wanted him back. Not allowed to keep him apparently. Although I did try. Right, let's put this here and see what I need for this now. Let's assume this gets up and running in a minute, which it should do. It's just waiting for some more hot syn gas, which is just waiting for some more purified syngas. Yeah, that is basically running. Just needs those few bits in there. So we want to make methanol. There it is. Doing that with the copper, zinc and syngas recipe. Syngas in, plus the 2 plates. This is really easy actually. This could come... Well, actually I'll leave it where it is and then just barrel it in and out. Purely because the syngas might get used elsewhere in the network. So I don't want to take it all straight from here, feeding this only. Although it gives me a good chance to use the overflow valves. I don't use them very often. Yeah, I might do that. I don't use them very often and they're quite cool. So let's put this here. And then rotate it round so we've got that there. So what we'll do then, right, I've got to make sure I get this right, is either an overflow or an underflow. So the overflow allows flow when the input is over 80%. Molten glass. Ooh, that sounds pretty cool. That, yeah, glass production can get a little bit ropey. So having molten glass into, I assume it makes like 20 glass at a time or something like the rest of them do. Of course you can, Looper, go for it. Overflow allows flow when the input's over 80%. Underflow allows flow when the output is under 80%. So I think I want an overflow valve. Let's have a look at this panel. Oh, nice. That is a lot of liquid and gases. I know when I opened up this screen and went to, where is it? Is it this one? No. This one. And I've seen all the barreled stuff. And the fact that you can scroll and scroll down to there scared the absolute hell out of me within the first few hours of play. As soon as we unlocked that, I was terrified. I was like, what are we doing here? What have we got ourselves into? Thankfully, it's all worked out. But still. Right, I want to put a flow valve in. I'm still building. Yeah, it does make you stop for a second and you start evaluating your life choices. Like, why did I start this? What have I done? Right, I just need that valve to come out of here once these are built. So I'll put the valve in here. Maybe even here, and then work it so it goes down to here. Once that's over 8%, it then fills up this, so I get it straight to here. If it starts backing up, it starts putting out to barrels. As soon as it builds. So it's always going to fill this, so whilst that's doing that, let's put the output for this in. Just be there. And I want this to load methanol. We want barrels in, barrels out. And a little bit of power. Okay. Oh, I need inputs and outputs on this as well, don't I? So let's just do that there. Let's make 200. Seems like a reasonably okay number to do. Perfect. Yeah, we need 6 and 1, so 200 is overkill, but should keep it going nicely. Right, let's work out this overflow. I've not only used a couple of these, so I always have to take a moment to get it right. Where's it gone? There you are. So what we'll say is it only wants to go into there if it's over 80%. That's right, isn't it? Allows flow when input is over 80%. I'll hook it up at the back there. And then take it over. Oh. There we go. So that's now supplying this, and then when that's not taking any in, it's actually barreling it out. Sweet. I do love these. Now I know these exist. These feel to me like something that should be in the main game, because you could have quite a good setup rather than having to rely on the logistics side of things on wires. Overflow valves to say do this or this seem like a logical step, and seem more realistic to me as well. Like having a valve seems more realistic than having a bit of wire to control the flow of liquids. So yeah, so that's at 80 plus, so that's constantly running, so that's giving us extra barrels whilst that runs. That. Why are you not outputting methanol? Oh, I haven't requested barrels. That kind of helps. Yeah, exactly. All the tanks with wires you wouldn't need to worry about. You just have an overflow valve and say, go to this tank. And if that one's full, you could then just put an overflow valve the other way and say, go to this tank. And you could daisy chain it down as many tanks as you wanted to keep a constant supply filled up. You wouldn't have to worry about wires and such. So I know for a lot of people, the circuit network is just like, whew, they just don't want to know. People will not touch the circuit network for love nor money. Which is a shame, because it's incredibly powerful. Right, there you go, Akram. Methanol is now being produced. I could probably make more. The setup's it's quite compact, but not the best. Yeah, even the simple. I mean, to be fair, I'm going to show you our simple alert system, which is currently here. Obviously tells us what's out, and that is literally fed off of the simplest of things. It's just this. There's one requested chest requesting 1 in, but then check it against the robot network, the logistic network, to see how many of that item have you got, and if it's below a certain amount, play an alert, which basically shows up here. So easy. Yeah, that's the one. That's what we're using there, just to give us a very quick snapshot of, oh shit, what are we low on? Yeah, it's a very simple, and it takes us such a small space up in our base. I mean, for this one here, I set this up in a special way, so I had circuit 2s here, but then everything above it is the ingredient that goes into circuit 2s. So not only do we have the overview of how many circuit 2s do we have in the network, but also the individual ingredients, how are they stacking up. And at the minute, they all seem to be okay, which is great. And again, with a few other bits and bobs, we did the same, just added the sort of ingredients for certain bits in, and then a few plates and ores. Ones we know we're kind of against problems with all the while, so if there's one that we knew that's always a problem, we chucked it in there. But it's been quite handy recently. Oh, why is this syngas taking a while? Oh no, it's okay. It's almost going at full speed. Hot syngas. Purified syngas. Just waiting for dirty syngas. She's actually waiting for steam. Why on earth are you waiting for steam? Oh, look. That'll be right. Hey, good evening, Marcel. Nice to see you. How are we doing? That's better. Problem solved. Don't know what. Oh, they're the same up here, maybe. No, I think I just that one there. No, that's fine. That's the boilers up there for that. Yeah, combinators and deciders always look great, and then it's like, no. Yeah, I think because I cut and paste it. It's one of those horrible. I had to bring it in this way because I couldn't come down here because of these two loaders, so I had to bring it across. Come on, to be fair, in fact, you can just be like that. It's even easier then. Switching between this and this. To be fair, I was watching Anti and Nephrem's sub 1 hour run before I started my own stream. Please let me know if they're on track for a world record, because that is that's a huge milestone. I know they're at 1 hour 16 seconds. I think is their best run. I don't know, fingers crossed that they can smash that record tonight. It's put me in that mood for sort of like, could I speedrun Factorio? Could I do a sort of 2, 3, 4 hour run? Could I launch a rocket in that time in vanilla? I reckon I could. I reckon I could do it under 4 hours at least. I think the world record's under 2. I reckon I could do it in 4 hours. I've done the achievement for 8 hours, so, you know, bit of practice. Yeah, they're at 1 hour 16 seconds is their current best. They did that, I think, last weekend. So, Phil, you got no faith. Yeah, Andy's hosted me a couple of times now, bless him. He did it, I think, a couple of nights ago he did it, and I was a bit more used to it. But the first one he did a month ago, completely just, I didn't know what to say. You know, you did 150 people get dropped into your stream when you used to stream into like less than 10. There's a little bit of pressure, definitely. It's nice, don't get me wrong, it is absolutely fantastic, but it has that level of pressure that you just think, oh god, panic, don't panic. Right, methanol is absolutely sorted. In fact, there's nothing stopping me doubling that up if I wanted to again, but I think for now, that's a solid enough. Yeah, to be fair, I looked back at that old one, and I did realise I don't think I reacted quick enough. I think I was in shock. But I know when I'm Freak just raided me now, and obviously I like to try and just get on it quick and let people know what they're now watching. I mean, luckily from Freak's stream it's very similar because it's the same mod, so it's not as hard to break that barrier. But for people watching a speed run to then drop into this, oof. You say that on Looper, but I'm still sat here going, oh god, there's people watching, there's people watching. It still makes me nervous. Oh, Phil, you make me laugh. Oh yeah, I mean, I do like to every now and again zoom out for my own benefit, just to see, you know, what mess we've got ourselves into. And it does make you think, Christ, we've built all this. I remember starting back. I mean, this server's been running for, I think when I checked it before I logged on, was 326 hours currently. And effectively we've been playing for 3 weeks on Friday just gone to get to this stage, and we're still only on production science. So, and there's a consistent 3 to 4 of us always building. There's usually always someone on to build something. So this mod is just beyond ridiculous. Yeah, I think the only way I make this better now is copy and paste it elsewhere, which kind of reluctant to do. Right. Let's see, are we making any more of these up here? We still got trouble. Yeah, we've still got trouble up here. I'm going to go back up here now. I've done the methanol. Just going to hop back on my trusty dragon. I do love showing the crazy things in Pyanodons as well, stuff that people haven't seen yet, like obviously the flying dragons, the dancing cats last night. I know that got a lot of people just going, what? What is this game? There are some truly crazy techs that get unlocked. Oh, I love this dragon. Love this dragon. Let's see, need to stop somewhere. Here. Oh god, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I actually tried doing Bobs and Angels. I thought, oh, I'll give that a go at one point. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Oh no, Marcel. Oh no. Yeah, I'd recommend Factorio. If you, my personal opinion, vanilla, and then to Factorio 2, because I've done that. That's really good fun. I thoroughly enjoyed that. And then some form of Bobs and Angels. I now went all in for Bobs and Angels. I just couldn't. I just stopped. I was like, no, it's not for me. Not solo anyway. And then Pyanodons after that, I'd say, is the, like, especially in terms of hardness, difficulty. And I honestly don't think I would continue doing this mod pack if I wasn't playing multiplayer. I think solo, I think I'd really struggle to carry on building stuff. Just because it's just so massive, it is just very overwhelming. Oh, I need to run the search for high-tech circuits again. I'm trying to break the server. Go. Okay, we survived. Ah, here they are, T3 circuits, that's where they're being made, so I am just a bit far away from them. Let's hop on Old Faithful again. I know, Dgray does it solo. I'm impressed but also scared of him at that point. Because for me, it wouldn't be fun solo. I think I'd just be annoyed with it more than anything. Where am I? Am I over it yet? Can't even see myself now. Oh, there I am. T3 circuit's just down here. You're mad, Binary. I couldn't do it. I definitely couldn't solo this mod pack. It's one of those things. I think you've got to have a certain mindset to want to solo it. I think for me, after we've achieved the we did AB twice. Oh my god, Olivia, you're mad. I think for me, after this one's done, I think I'm going to start going into doing some speed runs, because the more I've watched Anti and Nephrons and Co do their multiplayer version, I've done a bit of research on the single player ones, and to get on the leaderboard you only need a run that's like less than about 6-7 hours, and the achievement in the game was 8 hours, and I did that relatively straightforward. I did it about 7 hours, so I don't need much more to get on the leaderboard. And then I'd like to try and improve and try and become one of the British streamers from the UK streamer that is able to be high up the list. I think there's only one other UK streamer or runner that's on the list. Some people eat their feelings at the start pie solo runs. Love it, Defiant Zombie. Thank you for the follow at the same time. What a quote to come into a follow on. Brilliant. That's fantastic. Right, here's our high-tech circuits, which appear to be missing mounted circuit substrate. Okay, so now I've got to look for these things. This is half the battle of this recipe sometime. There they are. Right, please don't crash on me. Okay, it's still going. Good, 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 good. Right, hang on, there must be... here they are, yes. So they are that way. What's that, northeast of me? Somewhere. This is the problem. This is Binary's mess I'm now walking around. Straight above me. There they are. I remember this setup now. Which one? Yeah, Binary, you've got a lot of messes around here, to be fair. I'm just looking at the mounted circuit substrate. So it's bio batteries, okay. Bio batteries are missing nanofibrils. Industrial Revolution. I've heard a lot about that recently, actually. I know Dgray's done it. I think Bitfry, who runs our server, has done it. I think he's even kept an old version around, apparently, that you can just take him on an old version of Factorio and it will still run. But yeah, it's not been updated since, so it doesn't run with the new version, which is a real shame. Yeah, everybody, you know, it's crazy because everyone who's mentioned Industrial Revolution has said how much fun it was, which makes me sad because I'm like, well, I've missed out on that unless I go backwards in time in Factorio and play an old version, which maybe. Right, bio batteries are mission. Pie fun. Yeah, that's exactly what a few people have done just to keep it backwards in time. Right, nanofibrils. They must be here somewhere. They've been requested here, aren't they? Yep. Search again. Another search, another potential break of the server. God. There they are, nanofibril. First of all, let's clear everything. Oh, there they are. So just slightly. Here we are. Right in front of me. Can't see them for looking. Look. So you're missing Chitosan. I've made Chitosan before somewhere, and now it's becoming a problem item. It's got to be around here somewhere. Where's he making it? Chitosan. Oh yeah, some of the designs on these buildings is amazing. The only criticism I have of some of these designs is like this building here. So the gas processing unit, and I've done this so many times, and I bet you guys have as well. I've got my inserter and I've gone, there you go, that's set up, that's perfectly fine. I've not realised till 10 minutes later that actually it's here, because the bounds of the building is in the square, but the actual detail goes over. Oh, it drives me mad so many times. Really? Wow. If it's even more detailed than this, then I'll colour me impressed. Oh, I need to find Chitazan now as well. Jeez. Chitazan. Right, clear all previous and search. Aha. So there's some there. There's some there. I'm sure I made Chitazan at one point as well. Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing a couple of screenshots actually. I've heard so many good, so many people saying it's so good. There we go. So this is Chitazan here, and then it's also here somewhere. Oh no, it's just been requested there. So it's not even being made there, it's here it's being made. Which is, where are we? I was back up where I was, jeez. Right, let's run it this time, see how fast I can run. Got Usain Bolt shoes on. Yeehaw! Not quite as fast as going on a dragon, but still, I run pretty quick. Here it is, right. Yep, so Chitazan is missing empty petri dishes, actually. Yeah, I think I must have missed. I know I did. I played Factorio back in, I think it was 0.15 and 16. I did all the achievements up to the last one, which I think was the green 20 million green circuits. I haven't got yet. That's the one I haven't officially completed. I then stopped playing for about a year or so, and then the start of this year, sort of Christmas time, just gone, I started playing again a bit more. Seriously, yeah, go for it, freak. Drop some links, I don't mind. Ah, cool, that's the actual post about it. Let's see, it was like a spot. Maybe I did see this one. It was like a spotlight at the bottom or something. Yeah. I'll keep that open actually in my tab so I can check it later just to see what was said about it, because everyone I spoke to about it has fond memories of it. That's the Arc Foundries on high tier. Oh, nice. They do look pretty cool. Yeah, I can see they've got definite like Pyanodons has got some good graphics, but they've definitely got obviously a bit of inspiration come there, I reckon. Right, petri dishes next. This is half the battle with bloody Pyanodons. I spend half my time looking for stuff on the map. There we go. Right. Aha. So I like these ones here. I love these, like the glassworks. The animation on these is just brilliant. Little opening flaps, the arm that puts stuff in. It's a ridiculous level of detail. You keep trying to find stations. Yes, I think you've got the reverse problem we have. We've got a recipe problem because everything's built in just such a mash. But you've got so many train stations all around. Unless you can remember, it must be a nightmare to remember where your trains are going. Oh, I think we just need more petri dishes. loads more Petri dishes. You know, the general area, yeah. It's one of those, isn't it? It's like, I built it over there somewhere. Right, let's have a look at Petri dishes in here. Straight out of glass. How much glass have we got? This is where I need the molten glass recipe, isn't it? Oh wow. That's insane, that is. Oh, I've got loads of glass. Good. Yeah, just 4 months to design and animate that. That's one building. I know, these mod designers are mental, in my opinion. Absolutely mental. Glassworks, there we go. Let's build a couple of those just to be sure. Let's set these up behind this. Same size, yeah. In fact, if I set this up here and here, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? I thought I'd read, or someone had mentioned that it's about copywriting and such. I was like, really? What? Sounds a bit weird. And he just basically cut losses and stopped making it, which is a real shame. Yeah, it's a real shame if that's the case. You know, you just think, oh. Not a great way for a mod to sort of die out, really. Especially one that's obviously clearly well loved by everybody, by the sound of it. I say I've not heard anyone have a bad word to say about it. Where's me power? Oh, down here. There we go, 100 glass in. He did other mods. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame that's the way it ended up going for him. Oh, I need some fuel in here as well, I guess. Wait, hang on. Okay, coal dust maybe. Usually have a bajillion coal dust flying around. Oh, I always click the wrong button on that, it's so annoying. Yeah, I found Factorio 2 to be really good fun in terms of it just flowed nicely. It felt like a really good extension to vanilla. No, that's not fuel. Alright, what am I missing here? What? I'm missing a trick here. Yeah, vanilla plus. Spot on. Okay, there's a fuel input there. Am I missing something obvious? Why doesn't it tell me what fuel it needs? Can't use coal dust, great. Ah, okay, that's in Deadlock 989. Larger lamps. Text plates, nice. Industrial Revolution, which all depreciated, yeah. No, that's a shame. I think it does need fluid, Dr. JD. I think it does. I don't know what though, it doesn't tell me. I'm assuming I can just put in... Well, I don't know. I don't know what to put in there now. Let's just move those for a second. Any fluid fuel, okay. Let's see what we got. Empty barrels, nope. What are we using that's... Could you use cold water slurry? I'm guessing you couldn't use that. Be nice if I could. Any oh, okay, with the value. Right, let's have a look. Nope. Which one is the fuel one? Fusion energy, no. Which one's the pie fuel then? Raw ores, petroleum handling. Ah, is it one of these? You know what? I've never used this. I've seen it sat there saying pie. Never clicked on it. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Is there like a... Is that just what it is? It's just literally the fuels. I take it. Okay. Just a list. We still got a lot of fuel buffed, yeah. We're not updating our mod. No chance. To be fair, Dgray isn't either because it keeps it consistent across his series, so we said, well, we'll do the same. Just to make it fair, even though it's completely and utterly not fair. But you know what I mean. Let's see, what are we making by natural gas? I'm guessing I can just 100 naphtha. Nope. About fuel oil. No, there's only a few of those. Propene there's a little bit of, that's quite good. I feel like there's a better, there's something I'm missing here. Coal gas barrels, yeah. Crude oil, nope. Heavy oil. About light oil. Don't know what to use on this one, to be fair. Oh, tar. We've got quite a lot of tar barrels. I'm guessing methanol's not going to be high enough yet. No. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to put tar in then. Why not? Put that. Put it there. I can actually still fit in that little sap, I think. Let's unload tar down there. Okay, hopefully. I've got glass on me. Sure, yeah, I did pick some up. Thought I would have. And then just set that to 100 enough. Yeah, 100's more than enough. Put the power back. Get the barrels in. Oh, on that one. Request them in. Chuck them out. Okay, let's see. Tires on. There we go. There we go. Oh, it's using it quite fast. Not entirely sure that's the best option. If there's a way to zoom in or out on the mini map. Oh, I don't know actually. I know yeah, you can click on it, but you can't unless it's a setting in the settings. Show minimap. UI scale. Doesn't look like there is actually. Does anyone else have any ideas? If you can zoom the minimap in or out, like just on the right hand corner, without having to go into the map. I don't think you can. I don't think I've ever seen that, unless there's a mod for it. But quick bars, tools, panels. No, it's just the mods, the editor, debug. No, I don't think you can. There's probably if there's not a mod for it, there should be. There we go. It puts my glass in for me. My petri dishes even. Right, I'm going to put in a couple of speed modules, why not? Seems like a good idea to me. I'm sure something else will run out now I've done that, but just a bit worried about the tar. It's not the best. It kind of stutters. It's definitely not the best, but it's working. It is definitely working. Let's get in the. Is it only chittersands that get 5 at a time? So okay. That should now start making these be produced at some point, because it's the high-tech circuit boards that all goes through. So it's, I'm gonna say, it's a very, very, very slow process we have going for those. But it's not surprising. I mean, they are T3, so it's not going to be. They're not going to be easy to make. Nothing ever is in this mod. It seems everything's got a ridiculous recipe. Right. What's missing? Oh god. Crude oil is slow. Nylon, neochrome, duralum. Let's have a look at duralum. That's a new one to the list. Oh no, 7k. We've got it set to 10k. Nylon. Ooh. Nylon is very low actually. Oh, what's that made out of? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the sciences we're working on have got about 11 inputs so far. I think it's the highest I've seen, a chain of 11, which is beyond ridiculous. Okay. We've got nichrome, benzene, ammonia and chlorine are easy enough. Nichrome and benzene. Let's see what we can do there. Nichrome. Nichrome, where are you? Am I spelling that right? Huh, okay, maybe we haven't got Nichrome, I thought we did. Nope, Nichrome is definitely... Oh, there you go, that's just started working, that should... There we go, production site. Ah, Nichrome is definitely going low. Binary, Acrom, are you guys working on Nichrome at all, or should I look into that one? Ooh, we must have molten chromium up and running by now. It exists but not making enough. Okay, let's risk. It is using the molten process. Okay, I'll have a look at it then and see if there's an option to improve it or not. Chrome, there it is. And search. Aha. Must be here. Yes, molten nickel. So it's down here. So let's go southeast. Time for the dragon again. So at least having this dragon means I haven't got to spend 10 minutes getting across the map now. We did build a train network. As you can see, we do have a couple of train stops, but I think now we've got dragons, we don't really use the trains. There we go, it's coming up down here. Here we go, this is where I want to be. Right. So what's this missing? This is missing molten nickel. Chromium's all good, it's the molten nickel. So where is that being produced? It's got to be around here somewhere. It's molten chromium. Don't tell me it's not here. Ay ay ay. Molten. Not Nexalite. Oh god. Yeah, the UPS drop. It can get quite tough at the minute. We've noticed it greatly recently. It's slowly becoming more and more of an issue, unfortunately. Oh, it's there. Oh no, that's where it's been requested. Aha, nickel. Even doing map view, struggling. Right, so I need to head from here southeast again. Okay. Prepare for the UPS drop. Yeah, you can really feel it when you're moving. I don't know if it's the robots or not, to be fair. I'm not sure what's causing it to be so bad, but the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 days it started to really take a nosedive. Here we go, this is where I want to be. We tried to make it a bit more efficient, but it's not really working. Right, what are these missing? They're not actually missing. Nickel grade 4. Where are you messing me over here? It's got to be all coming through here. Surely. Where's nickel grade 4? Guys, it could be anywhere around here. That's the power. That's the carbon dioxide. What's that making? Biomass goes in or out. That's not being made here, is it? Oh, hang on. What's this? Don't know why that's there, of all things. Right, we're going to have to find nickel grade 4, because I don't know where that's coming from. It's got to be... somewhere around here, but I don't know where. Nickel grade 4. And search, please don't break. Huh. Didn't see it pop up. There we go. Where are you being made? There's nickel coming out of the ground over there. Well, I can't see it. I don't see any symbol on the map. Okay, let's try zooming out. Search again. Didn't see it. No worries on Looper. Akram, do you happen to know where we're making the nickel process for the molten nickel? We're lacking nickel grade 4, but I can't find it. It comes in on chests and I can't see where the bots are coming from. Ah, somewhere this way. That's seaweed. They're not coming from all about here, are they? Surely. Oh god, they are. No wonder. Okay. I can see the issue now then. I can definitely see the issue. So that's the nickel in. It's getting crushed here and here. It's just not enough, is it? It's just not enough. I think what I might do then, if we've got enough... Yes, we have a lot of... Wait, what's the nickel? That's tin. Zinc. Is that nickel? Yes. So we've got 10k thinking it up. You know what I might do? I might do nickel a bit closer. Do it in this square here, I reckon. Actually, this square here is empty. Because I can do this. This is my specialty. The crushing and the concentrates and the all that sort of stuff. I can do these. So let's go nickel grade 4 comes from grade 3, comes from grade 1. Nickel ore. So, oh, no, hang on, where are you gone? Nickel ore. Oh, give me a break. Oh, that's because I clicked. God damn it. There we go. So jaw crushers, nickel ore. There we go. This is what I thrive on. Oh, UPS is really taking a hit. Let's see if we can build it a bit more ratio based. Normally I kind of just slap these down and say, ah, that'll work. Let's see if we can't actually build something that works off of a sort of proper input-output setup. There's a few extra things showing up on that list now. No, it's not actually. That is the only place. I'm actually in the same boat as you, to be fair, Dr. JD. Because I didn't build this section, but it is the only place we are taking nickel in, converting it like I'm going to do, putting it into the different sections and outputting it into the grade 4. It's then getting transported by bot all the way over to wherever it's gone, over here, to be turned into molten. Which obviously from there to there is quite a big travel distance as well. So what I'm going to do is rebuild this, hopefully better, in this square, so that it's only the ore coming across, and then it gets transported through. So we'll start putting the ore up here, bring it down, convert it, get the raw output, and then the bots just go bing, 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 back and forth. Should be a bit better if I build it right, which is debatable. Let's start with the jaw crushers and see how many we get and how many we need. I need to leave space. In fact, that's too close to the edge. Needs to be about there. Yeah, I do love building these cell setups, so they are a lot of fun. So let's see, what do we got? Nickel. Nope. 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 What was the last one? Nickel, grade 1. There we go. So nickel ore in for grade 1 and stone out. Now the good thing is with this, I can pretty much... How much does it take in? 5 every 3 seconds. And a yellow belt does 15 a second, I think. So 15 a second times by 3 is 45, 5, 10, 15, 20. I think it's 9 I could effectively run off that then. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go with 9, let's see if I'm right. Oh, didn't copy the recipe. So yeah, so you're going to use 5 every 3 seconds, so that's 10 every 6 seconds. I need 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45 every 3 seconds, 45 divided by 3, 15. It checks out to me. Yeah, belt speed 59 a second. Yeah. So in theory, that should put in... Oh, that ran too fast. Okay, in theory, that should put in exactly the right amount to fill that belt. And then I'll take the output around the back. I did it, Phil. I didn't need you to calculate it for me. At least I know you're still there to check if I get it wrong. You can do the classic, that's, you're not right. Okay. So that should take the ore in and then put the grade 1 plus stone onto here, which is fine. Need some power. Let's just make it sort of symmetrical and look kind of good. Oh, UPS really is having a bit of a stutter along tonight. It's horrible. It's like playing at a low FPS, even though the FPS is set at 60. The UPS is just... ugh. So then the output of this will come down here, except we will then do that and put a mini loader there into an active chest, and that will get rid of the stone that way. Output to the left, the wonderful, wonderful stone. So input sorted, output sorted. This is chucking out grade 1, so now we need to see what we're doing with grade 1. Oh, where's nickel grade 1? So that will go into an automated screener to get grade 2, grade 3 rejects and gravel. Yep, the rest of it is just nonsense. So it's an automated screener. So let's build one of those just to see. Oh, you know what? These are red ones. I've just realised. I've stuffed up. Because it's not that number that's true. It's actually crafting speed times 2. Which means in theory, it's 4.5 of these, not 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't want any more than that. Oh, that sucks. I mean, at least I remembered before I got too far down the line, but still. Could use red belts, but I'm not a massive fan of them at the minute. I think I'll stick with. I think purely because I'm going to struggle to get this through the other end anyway, so it shouldn't matter too much that I'm using yellow belts. Although what I could always do is expand in the future if need be. Although to be fair, I think this will be enough to get us what we need. So we're really pushing and pushing to try and get the rockets done, and then the quantum computers at the end. We really want to get it done, like get the space science come in and say, we did it! Ah, 102.22, damn. About 2 minutes shy. That sucks. I was hoping they'd get it done tonight. I keep getting close. Right, automated screener, there you are. Is that the same size? Yes. Okay, put that there. Nickel. Oh. Nickel grade 3, is that right? Takes nickel grade 1 for grade 2, grade 3 rejects and gravel. It's quite a lot of outputs off this actually. So let's put the input first and work this out. So we're going to be outputting 1 nickel every 3 seconds. So we're doing about 1.5 a second. And we need 1 every second. Okay, is that right? That looks like it's going to be exactly right. 2 nickel every 3 seconds is 1 every 1.5. That's 1 every second. That's 1.5 every second. So that's actually bang on. So then we just have to factor in the outputs, which is quite a lot. Grade 2, grade 3 rejects and gravel. This might be a case of where filter insert has become quite useful. Let's get a couple of those. I think we're going to have to set a filter inserter to get the nickel grade 2 and grade 3 out safely. I don't want to risk it. Otherwise I'll get into a spaghetti mess like I've done before. So let's output 1 there and 1 there, and say you take nickel grade 2. And you can take nickel grade 3. What are they used for? Nickel grade 2 goes back into itself, so actually nickel grade 2 could be, so in an impact crusher. Okay, I know what we'll do. Then we'll send nickel grade 2 back this way and then hook it back round and get nickel grade 1 back out there. That's what we'll do. Let's do that. We know what we're doing with that. Nickel grade 3 must be the one we need then. Yeah, nickel grade 3 is straight into a ball mill to give you nickel grade 4. So it's not too bad. It's actually quite a simple setup. It just needs a little bit of sorting. So nickel grade 2 is going to come this way. Probably to do something like this, and we'll put the impact crusher here, whereas this one, in fact I might do it like that. I think doesn't look neat, but I've got no choice because of the way that comes down. But I suppose actually problem solved. There's a distinction now between the two. Just like it to look a little bit neater as I'm doing it, just so I can focus and logically follow where everything goes in my own head now. So the impact crusher, are you the same size? No, you're smaller than that. Okay. Let's put you there for now. And you are taking, where's the nickel? Nickel grade 2 into nickel grade 1 and sand. So that is, wait, how much are we outputting? And try and get the ratio right, at least, or at least close. Nickel grade 2, 1 every 3 seconds. This needs 1 every 2 seconds. So I technically need 2 of those, I think, to keep up. Have I got that in the logistic? Oh, I think we have. That should get placed by itself. Lovely. Do that. And do that. Can't reach, as if. Where's long reach mod when you need it? Okay, so that solves that. The outputs of these. I suppose we could go this side. Because that's going to be nickel grade 1 and sand. So we could straight off. Oh, don't go there. Do something like that, and then put the sand out into the network. That's easy enough. Use a mini loader for that. Yep, that should work. Power. Yep, that works. Power there. And then bring the grade 1. So do I belt it round? Or do I bot it over? I think we belt it round. I think belts would be a bit nicer. Get across here, down to there. So that's the grade 1 joining the back of there, basically. So that's a nice little loop at the minute. with all the inputs and outputs covered. Now from here we take the grade 3. I'm pretty sure that's just into a ball mill. Yep, straight into a ball mill to get nickel grade 4. So it's not a lot. I think it's going to be 1 ball mill for this. In fact, that's speed type 2. Have I don't think I need the second one of those. I think that's overkill, but I'll leave it for now. I don't think I need one. I forgot about the crafting speed again. I always do. It's annoying that it's not included here when you hover over it to say what it actually is doing. You have to remember it's. I mean, this is crafting speed 2.5 actually. So I think that is more than enough. Right, ball mill. Nope. Where are you? Why can't I see it? What? Oh, there it is. Goodness me. Right, so that needs to go about... Let's leave a 1 gap just in case, just there. And you are making... Wait, there it is. Nickel grade 4. So that's input and power. And that outputs nickel grade 4, which to be fair, I could then keep here. But where does that go into now? I think I just need that. I think yeah, I don't need it. I just need to go into a box, because that's the point it comes out and then comes over here into the already set up molten that was lacking some. So hopefully that's it. Hopefully we just turn this beast on and see what happens. He says. So we want to put a request the chest here, and you can request in, let's say 500 ore. Okay, here we go, the moment of truth. Have I done it right? Or is it going to all fall apart? Oh, I haven't put a... You gotta unload it first. Such a plonker. There we go. Right, here we go. Okay, stage 1. Let's go in. Jaw crushers are doing their bit. Let's see if it actually gets to the end enough. It should do. Should get down to the bottom. Yep, let's do now. The stone's getting filtered out, so that's fine. The stone's coming into there. That's getting taken away. This is going into here. This is backing up. Ah, I'm not outputting the... That's what I was missing. The rejects and the gravel. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. So what we could do is... Oh, I want to put that there. Bring them out here. Oh, the UPS. My god. What are those things that might be bots? They are bots. They're things that are doing this. They're bots on steroids. Right, I want to filter. No, I think we run a mod called Robot World to give us robots from the start, basically. because we're I don't know how much you know, Mr. Gecko. We're racing against, well, I say racing, loose sense of the word, racing against Dgray, who's doing his solo series on YouTube. He's streaming it and then put it on YouTube. We're doing the community server from his community, and we're racing against him to see who can finish the mod pack first. Naturally, we've got 4 or 5 players, so we're much further ahead. But we're all using Robot World as a starting point to make it a bit less belty and a bit more botty. So it's a bit easier for us to play with. Yeah, pretty much cheating on pies. Yeah. It's still not easy though. we're cheating and we've made it no easier. That's the problem. It's it's not worked out massively in our favour, unfortunately. Well, I was told it'd be easier than this. I think I was lied to. Because it's certainly not easy. Right, rejects, where are they going? Oh, okay, they go into a secondary crusher and then into grade 1, which is actually here. Oh, look at that, that's going to work out. That might work out okay. Secondary crusher, yes please. If I can get it to connect with this line, I'll be very happy. Yeah, I think we decided we couldn't play it without a few quality of life mods, just because, yeah, I couldn't do it solo. I know that much. Playing multiplayer with the guys I'm playing with is so much easier. Oh, Factorissimo, is that the one with the giant warehouses you can build inside? I think that's the one. If it is, I love that mod. The 200 inventory slot mod. Yeah, I'm starting to reach the limit on mine, to be fair. There we go, secondary crusher. How much is this outputting? 1 reject every 3 seconds, that's fine. Ah, welcome back on Looper. I don't know actually, Dr. Jet, it's a good question. Good old Niobium plate, yes. Okay, let's put that there. Look at that, it's like I planned it. I do like Factorio. I don't know. I hope it would help UPS, because everything's then sort of hidden away inside a factory rather than being visible like ours is. I mean, you see the UPS just starts diving as soon as you go to the map view. But if everything's hidden away under a thingy, then yeah. Hi, good evening, Big Bad Tony. How are we doing? You'd be pleased to know I downloaded Teamfight Tactics. I'm hoping tomorrow night I'm going to be streaming that because I want to give that a go. So on your recommendation be it. Factors as a personal backpack, that sounds like a good idea. Good way of holding stuff. Hey, there we go. It probably is still doing the calculations, isn't it? Because it's got to do them whether you like it or not. Because it's got to work out what's going in and what's going out. So I can't imagine it saves a massive amount. I will do if I can. If you're on at this time tomorrow night, Big Bad Tony, I'll certainly be looking you up for a few tips. You can be guaranteed on that. Yeah, robots have made our life easier, Mr. Gecko. Absolutely. They've made it a bit quicker for us to get where we are. But I say there's 4 of us usually on. We're only still just producing production packs. A mini fridge. Oh, that's a shame, Tony. Well, I'll definitely come and watch your next stream of it so I can get a few hints and tips once I've learned the ropes. I was trying to watch a few earlier and it's at the minute I'm just like whoosh. So tomorrow night will be my night of learning. See how I get on going completely blind to it. So that'll be fun. Right, that's output in nicely. That's now taken from there. Yep. Straight over to here. So that's improved this slightly. Still not great. We still, to be fair, you know what I'm going to do? You all know what I'm going to do. Before I've even... Just don't let Akram see this, because he calls me lazy, and it's not lazy, just being efficient. Tomato, and all that. Oh, I can only fit 3 in, that's fine. Of course you can, Tony. Go for it. Oh wow, Mr. Gecko, you've actually managed to get a rocket launch under your belt. Oh, colour me impressed. I'll be very happy when we get to rocket stage. To be fair, I'm a little bit miffed because I thought rockets was the end game, and then I was chatting to Pyanodon himself on Discord a few nights back, and he kindly informed me that no, rockets are just part of one of the science packs now. The end game is quantum computers. And I cried a little bit inside at that point. Yeah, I agree, Looper. It's not lazy. You're using the tools available to me, so you know it's there to be used. Ah, thanks, Tony. I will. In fact, I'm going to click on that and open it into my tabs, ready for a read later. Might have a look at that before bed, to be fair, just to prep myself ready for what I'm letting myself in for. I need jaw crushers again. And 2 secondary crushers as well. There we go. Okay, so once these are built, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm building 3 at the minute. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Mr. Gecko. Appreciated. Ah, nice one, Tony. Appreciate that. That's going to be very helpful for me getting the drop on unsuspecting victims in teamfight tactics then. I hope it plays as good as it looks. Like, I watched a few streams of it and it looks like fun, so I'm hoping playing it is as much fun as watching it, really. Just 3 more? Yep, 3 more. Oh god, it sounds complicated already. I'm sure it'll all flow as I work through the tutorial and the starting part of it. I'm sure it'll make more sense. Okay, that's just not outputting the... Oh yeah, because they're not going in, that's fine, that's absolutely fine. RPG systems, so doing science lets you do things better. I was watching, it might have been you I've seen doing this then. Is it, you get a certain point and it sort of pings up and says, now put points into a certain stat so you can run faster or build faster or something like that. Is that the one? I think I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that. I thought, oh, that sounds interesting. As a novel way of sort of leveling up within Factorio. Nice addition actually as well. Okay, this is all working lovely. It's just the 2 secondary crushers now. And then I've tripled the output we're doing. Woohoo! Simple mowing trees. Nice. Everyone loves being a lumberjack for the day, don't they? It's a song that's Monty Python, isn't it? I'm a lumberjack. All right. What cheese have you found? PvP desert instant. Oh dear. I bet that causes some fun. Chasing after each other with your guns to try and get a few levels in. Sounds deadly. Literally. Right, I'm nearly finished building. Nearly finished building. So, 2 of these. Oh, I'm building 3. I didn't need 3. Never mind. I need 2 more. And we should see this ramp up nicely. Well, it's not even that fast to be fair. Oh, UPS is killing me tonight. And this is only outputting 1 every 2 seconds at full speed. This is running at full speed and it's not outputting anywhere near enough. Just wondering if I could move this down and have this extended to get more of these running. Probably could. Yeah, this is nickel. Trying to get nickel grade 4 out because we're running out on the molten side of things. So if you've got these here, they're requesting it all in, but they haven't got any. So we're struggling on the molten nickel front. So I'm just trying to make it better, but oh, here we go. Right, they're all. Oh god, the UPS. They're all running now. I think I can extend this down. I'm looking at this. The grade 1 is all backing up. I think this could be extended down to get more out of this. Let's see, let's test that theory. Cheers for stopping by, Freak. Appreciate the raid as well. See you on your stream tomorrow, no doubt. Yeah, we play a little bit odd on Looper, to be fair. I think it's because there's like 3 or 4 of us playing with all slightly different styles. Let's move that and see if we can't. I think we can increase this as well because this is all backed up. Look. I reckon I could add more of these. Might have to spaghettify it a little bit. Yes, Dgray is using the same mods. We're running like for like at the minute. Just keep it fair. But it's not 100% fair. It is what it is. With 4 or 5 of us playing versus 1 of him, it's never going to be a fair battle, is it? But yeah, only mod we're using different is this Beast Finder mod, which helps me search the map for things. However, last night I used it and I crashed the server so I'm trying not to use it. See you, Phil. Thanks for coming. I've got work tomorrow as well, so I've only got about another 20 minutes or so before I've got to head off this evening, but I want to try and get this sort of finished before I do tonight. Need to boil the kettle while I think about it. Let's get my Alexa on the case. Alexa, turn on plug 1. Yes, sweet. I've got a newborn baby that needs a bottle around this time of night, so I've got to boil the kettle in preparation. Yeah, Mondays at work do suck. As I say, Sunday night you get to about 11 PM and it's like, nah, I'm gonna go to bed, get some rest on Monday. Monday's always the worst day at work. Been working at home the last couple of weeks and I'm back in the office tomorrow. Not looking forward to it. The longer I stay up, the longer it is until that happens, so I'll just stay up as long as I can tonight, but I'm slowly getting to that point of like, no, I really must go to bed at some point. I can't just stay up all night long. Right, let's see if I can take... Yes, I only set it up a couple of nights ago, to be fair. Usually my wife goes to bed when the kids go to bed, so I'm left up, but she's like, put the kettle on at 11 o'clock and then the water will cool down enough to make a fresh bottle out of the baby. I'm like, okay, that's fine, but it interrupts my stream. At 11, I'm like, I've got to take a break, I've got to go and sort out the bloody kettle. I'm like, it's so annoying getting up just to put a kettle on. So I've got an Alexa smart switch plugged in with the kettle in, the water in, and this kettle turned on but the switch turned off. So when I tell her, I just say to Alexa to turn it on, she flicks the switch on and the kettle just starts boiling. It's fantastic. It's the best investment I've made. It's one of those tiny little sort of life hacks that's just paid off dividends already. These last few nights have been amazing with it. I think last night we were discussing the pros and cons of changing it and actually having a coffee machine or an actual tea machine attached to that so that I could actually have a drink at the same time. So I'm automating raising a baby. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. What could possibly go wrong? Right, I want to remove this section now. Move this down because I think this can be extended. So I might have to move this. That can remain because I can always bring up the stuff from that side, that's fine. And then let's see, how many of these do I want to put in? 1, 2, 3. Ah, yeah, gonna have to. Oh no, it's fine because this is disappearing, isn't it? There we go. There we go. Cheers, Looper. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you guys raiding and sticking around for a chat and a helping hand. Hopefully, see you guys soon. Take care. Oh, these are jaw crushers, aren't they? Yeah. Old faithfuls. So that's going to be continued down. Oh, come on, you can build these. Continue down there. Oh, wrong way. So Dr. J, you said you found the series on YouTube. Did you find that by searching for it, or did you know of Dgray or myself beforehand? How did you manage to come across it? Or were you just searching for Pyanodons regardless? There we go, that's that one. Why are they not taking that? Oh, I've got stone, haven't I? No, I was right. I'm such a plonker. I was right the first time. That's the output lane. That's too low. Needs to be on that one. There we go, it's output lane, not input lane. What a blunker. And then we output them this way. Ah. Ah, this is where it gets interesting, because this is the lane I was doing for the... Ah, cool. That's good to know our sort of linking worked up. We were trying to decide if it'd play out well with Dgray doing the series, and then I'm just kind of putting the VODs of this on YouTube with very little editing, just to keep them, because if I leave them on Twitch they'll just disappear. I think Twitch I've got a maximum of 60 days, and then the VODs start getting dropped off. And I thought, well, I want to keep this. People might want to watch and see how we did it versus how Dgray did it versus how a community or multiplayer people do it. But I'm glad it's getting some views. I honestly didn't expect anyone to really watch it, but I'm glad that it's serving a purpose out there. Now this is the input lane, so let's just sort these out first. Ah, cool. I'm glad people can keep up with the series if that's the case, because that was my aim, just to give people a chance to have a look in and see what we were doing. As not everyone can make streams all the while, and just streaming it seems a bit sort of wasteful. If you don't see the stream, you see the VOD. If you don't see the VOD, it's gone for good. It never exists again. Which is a bit sad, really. Right, so now I need to put in this. Yeah, this is the grade 1 and stone, which comes out down here. Yes, I was in Freak's stream, who was in here earlier, and Injasira does it as well, and it's crazy watching to see how we all have a very, very different way of building a base. It's very fun to watch. Oh, that's too far over. There we go. There's a lot of people with a lot of different ways of building. I think there's a few that do it by train, like train networks and the like, and then there's a few that do it by like us with robots, really. So it's interesting to see how everyone's taking a different approach to it all. Right, that's putting the grade 1 in, that's fine, so that just comes down to there and in, that's fine. Now I just need to fix the outputs because I had it this way before. Let's move this dude back up to there. Okay, just gotta try and work this bit out now. So he takes in the grade 3. So let's take that to there. So the grade 3 is sorted. That's where the grade 3 goes. No problem. The nickel rejects and gravel is what I was putting up here. So gravel needs to go into that one, and that takes in the grade 2. So the grade 2 is this one. Okay, that's worked out. Oh my god, you're doing a bus system for it. Yeah, see, that's one of the reasons we decided, if you're doing a YouTube series or a stream, building a bus, especially for a YouTube series, streaming is not so bad, but for YouTube, trying to edit a video where you're just building a bus for an episode, It's nuts, like 400 belts. I can't even imagine how big your bus must be, to be honest. I think next time you're streaming I'm going to have to check it out because I bet it's ridiculous. Ah, you know what? That needs to go that way, doesn't it? That's the trick there. We just got trained 125 hours in. Oh, that's madness, isn't it? That's absolute madness. This needs to take... Wait, how did I do it up here? Did I just... Okay. Just a bit worried that might break if that catches the wrong thing. Yeah, we were 326 hours in as of the start of this stream, so it's a bit manic. It feels nuts to say that. 326 hours. We've been playing for 3 weeks. We must be mad, all of us. It is addictive, you are absolutely correct, Binary. That's the annoying thing though, it's like, I'm always like, yeah, I'll play something else tonight, I'll have a change, do something else. I get to the night and I'm like, nah, I'm playing Pyanodons, and I'm just going to play it, I know I am. There's no point in kidding myself. Where do you stream, Mr. Gecko, then? Not on Mixer, I hope. I'm afraid to ask. D Live, what on earth is that? I've never heard of that, if I'm perfectly honest with you. Hey, that's now working a lot better. Yeah, I've never heard of D Live before. Obviously I had a Twitch, Facebook Gaming, which is now Mixer. Wait, Discord Live. That's my guess. My guess is Discord Live. Would I be correct? Or is it something completely different? It's the only thing I can think of that would stand for the D. Oh, I can't help but feel now I need to make another one of these here. Because this is backed up here. I don't know if it's too much. Yeah, Dr. J, you are on my wavelength. That's exactly what I was just contemplating. Let's see. Move that down to the bottom again, just for good measure. Let's do that. Let's do... that. Yep, great minds think alike, absolutely. So that'd go to there. So I might get another one in if I'm lucky as well. Copy. Oh, no, I want to copy you. Come here. Copy and paste. Ah, I can see you've just sent me it in Discord, Mr. Gecko. Thank you very much. D Live, rewarding live stream community on blockchain. Okay, Right, it's safe to say I have never heard of that, but I will certainly give it a check out once I'm finished, mate, because I'm intrigued now at the very least. That sounds very different. Very different indeed. No, that's absolutely fine, Mr. Gecko. I'm not a I'm in no position to tell people not to advertise on my stream. I'm nowhere near big enough or worry about things like that, to be honest. So don't worry about it. But I appreciate the forethought beforehand. This should go up to here and should just do that. Okay, yes, we are now running 2 screeners. Sweet. That's a bit better. Is that keeping that topped up? I want this running non-stop, really. Oh, it's just... No, that's absolutely fine, Mr. Gecko. I do appreciate it either way. I'll certainly check it out once I finish streaming, because that's I'm intrigued as to what D-Live is. Oh no, I've stuffed this up, haven't I? I've made an error. I haven't output this one, which is supposed to be onto this one here. That should go there. That's supposed to do that, and I've just stuffed up that line. Our tech tree, we are researching botany stage 4 at the minute, but production science is holding us back. It's a very, very slow process at the minute, so we've still got all of this to go. So it's not too bad. That's as far as it. No, if you count it to the bottom of the screen, it's there. So it's not massive. I'm not sure. I think we still need utility science, if memory serves. I think we're not making. Yeah, we're not making this one, utility science pack. That's the last one we need to make to get to rockets at least. And then from there, obviously, it's on to quantum computers. Yay! Okay, let's clear that up. Gravel. Rejects. That's the one that goes there. Oh no, 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 it's that. Oh god, this is a lot harder than it needs to be. Oh god, you are absolutely mad in that case then. 100% mental. Isn't that like less than 8 hours? If you do that one. I don't see me ever thinking about doing that. Not a chance. We can make utility science pack, but it costs 5 production packs. Oof. The correct way is much harder. Oh, there you go. Pies rocket in under 8 hours. Oof. Solo or with a team? Right, that one. Right, that's sorted. That's better. Just need to get this one onto here. Yes, there we go. And that's the third one. A team. At least you're not completely crazy then. That's good to know. I don't think I would attempt it without a team. In fact, I know I wouldn't. It just wouldn't happen. There we go. That puts that one out. So that is just missing this one. So we need to jump. Let's jump from there to there, give us the space. And then if we copy this and this, will that work? I think it will. In fact, that could probably... That works, doesn't it? Yes. And then all you need is this one joining to the outside of here. Boom. Wait a second. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Factorio is a very, very powerful mod, so fair play for using that, because that sounds pretty difficult. There we go, problem solved. Yeah, I've seen a few Factorio things. They look pretty good. Why is that still getting... It's happened again. So does he set things up and then effectively send them into your map through various input places, whatever it is, and vice versa, I guess. Oh, that's a spaghetti mess, but that works. Ah, cool. That's pretty cool, to be fair. A good way of doing it as well, keeping the sort of different bases separate. You still get the same end goal, but reduce the load across the servers. That's not a bad idea. Right, is that running constantly? It's still not running 100% constantly, look. Even with 3 of these outputting. It's just not a lot of grade 3, 50%. It's really not a lot. Part of me wants to put them... No, it's just about going now, actually. Is that... Have we hit the sweet spot? No, it still runs out just ever so slightly. Ever so slightly runs out every now and then, but otherwise it's putting in a consistent amount. So I mean, if I now cut the bottom of this off, so from here, and then copy and paste this over, we should end up increasing the output reasonably well. Just gonna work out where from. So that stays. Right, the easiest way of doing this then is going to be taking it from here, I reckon. And then just copying from here down. Magic. Just like that. Shazam! Killed the UPS, but increased production. Good trade-off, in my opinion. Acceptable loss. Now, did I pick up all the jaw crushers? No. Let's get rid of this rubbish again. It is very satisfying when you get a build that's working, and then you know you can just slap it down and get more out. So we need 6 jaw crushers and 1 automated screener. There's 3 of them. And I can't build that until I've got some more complex circuits, that's fine. Let my robots top me up again before I build any more. That should push us nicely up. Oh, I need some power poles here, don't I? Put one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. There we go, it's all working to a point. It should all process now. Oh, just missing a few more power poles. I think that's it. Yep, that's taking that in, that's taking that in. Yep, these are outputting. And they're outputting pretty consistently. Once all the jaw crushers are on, we should be good. Oh, that makes me happy. Oh, what am I missing? Complex circuit boards. Okay, fair enough. So I just need more complex circuit boards being delivered to me now, and then I can build the last 3 jaw crushers and automated screener. And then we have successfully completed this evening's sort of challenge, as it were. So that should be helping here now. Yes, these things have got a much better supply coming into them. 23, 25. Yeah, look at this. 1, 2, 3. All 6 of these are now operating fully. Whereas before it was 1 or 2. So. There is Mr. Gecko. There you go. Molten nickel is actually outputting. And binaries fix sand casting, so that's good. That means that's not going to run out. So we should now be getting these plates coming out a lot faster. So we're barreling up the spare as well. Actually, no, we're not. We're barreling up a lot of it. There should really be an overflow valve on that, to be fair. Never mind. That output's fine for limiting. It's possible. I have limited the ore. I've limited to 500. So at some point we may run out of ore. That's the only downside. I mean, just say nickel ore. We've got 282,000 to be fair. So, I mean, to be honest, I'm kind of looking at limiting it a bit higher, if I'm honest. Just to get a load of bots coming in with it now. Actually get the bots working. Because I think at 200 or so it's actually going to run out. We could do with having... Yeah, that's better. It should actually feed all of these. But I think it's struggling a bit down there. I might need to put red in, you know, you might be right. Red belts might be the way forward here. Don't know if I've got any. Let's have a look. Let's see. Oh yes, we have. Let's do it. Can we make a red mini loader? Yes, we can. We'll do that as well then. Just make it as long as the ore comes down then. So let's upgrade from there. To there. Do the same here. From there all the way down to there. And then the same on this last one. Perfect. That should hopefully solve that problem. Let's see. Yep, that one's backed up. That one's starting to back up. And that one's starting to back up. Can we build the jaw crushers yet? Yes, we can. Still 3. Yep. So in theory, I could actually build this even more with the amount of ore we've got. Nickel ore. Yeah, 276,000 now. There's no reason why I couldn't stamp this down further and make even more of these somewhere else. And that'd really increase the output of the molten nickel. Well, I might see how that runs between now and tomorrow night. And if it looks like we're still struggling for the molten nickel over, where is it, over here? Let's see. To be fair, that's running pretty well. They've all got an input in the 20s or more. I'll let that run. If that starts backing up here, I might increase this and then this and then vice versa and then keep getting more and more to the point. Can I put a valve on here? Because this only needs... Yeah, I'm not sure we should be barreling it up there, taking it out of this, to be fair. The nickel plate really needs to be more. I know what we'll do. Allow flow when it's over 80%. Where's it gone? There we go. That should back that up there and let nickel plates go rather than barreling up molten nickel off the bat. Because, yeah, we need more. What we got in there is that efficiency modules, that's for the power. Yeah, they've all got grade 4 in them, so it should be going up hugely actually. Yes, let's have a little look. Let's check the minute stats for nickel plate. There you go. So it was at 1.4, it's now spiking at over 2k with that. I'll take that. You can see it's getting used, so it's a big spike, getting used, spiking, getting used. Yeah, we're now sitting pretty as... Yeah, there you go, 10-minute graph shows it very clearly. I say that's a win for production, definitely. Oh god, what's happened to the UPS? Who's building what? Spot the bots. Yeah, it's shooting up now, it's much better. This might actually start backing up, and when it does, it'll then go through the valve and start being barreled. But I don't want it to be barreled just yet until this is backing up, because it'll get there. Now we've built this setup, it will get there. Yeah, the ore's backed up, which is fine. This is still backed up. Oh, automated screener. One more to go. There we go. That's worked out really well actually. It's quite a nice little build there. I'm quite pleased with that. It looks really nice and compact, and it's nice and neat. That's true actually, my bra. I think by fixing the nickel being low, we might have solved some other problems, which means other factories have come online to start producing off it. Yeah, there might have been a huge spike in production starting up then without realising it. Just a good thing and a bad thing, I suppose. Why are you guys not working? What are you missing? Oh no, it's just backed up. It's actually, these have actually stopped because of... Oh, why is it getting... Oh, it is. You know what? I said it would happen. I didn't think putting this here would be a safe idea. It needs to be a filter, because it's occasionally picking up one of these items. I need to filter out gravel and nickel rejects. How are we going to do that? Can you filter? Oh, you can filter two things on one, can't you? That's fine. But it's backed up because it's got stuck there. Another one there. And there, and there. Oh god, let's just clear the line. Same on this one. And oh, telly's trying to turn itself off. Wait. You did jinx it. There we go, that's fine. We can put on here gravel, and what was the last thing? Nickel rejects. There we go. So now we just copy that one onto there and there. And then we put it on there. Why can't I pick that up? Onto there. Onto there. Might have to clear these lines again if they're stuck. Yeah, look, there's stuff on these lines as well. That was the problem. Nope, still more. Is that it? Did we get it? I think we got it. God damn it. There's just so much of it. Right, they're all moving again. They're all moving again. It's just this one. Okay, 1, 2, 3. There we go. It looks like I got lucky there. They haven't actually output any incorrect ones, as it were. So that's good. That's better. Yeah, all the lines have cleared themselves now, so now they're all working at full speed by the look of it. Just double check. Yep, all's all good. Output's all good. And then this all sorts itself out across the lanes to give us an almost consistent running. It's not 100%, but I will certainly take it. I'm happy with that. That's a good night's work, that is, definitely. Is the molten backed up yet? It's not backed up yet, but it's outputting. Yeah, that's huge. Let's check it again for good measure. Oh, yeah, there you go, look at that. Supply is far outstripping demand now. Yeah. That must be where the UPS drop was, where it started being used somewhere. Excellent. I'm happy with that. That is a nice little... That's a build Dgray will be proud of. It's modular, it's compact to a certain degree, and it fits nicely within the squares we've defined for ourselves. I just wish it would... I don't think it would fit a 4th one, although I could, in theory... Take that, where's it? No, that was the wrong place. You could do that, and then all you got to do is remove a couple of power poles, I think. Aha! And there's 4. Rude not to, really. And there we go, that'll make a 4th one. That guarantees these will not run out for quite some time then. And I'll be happy with that. Yeah, that's a good night's work. I'm very pleased with that. It's now 1:45 here though, and unfortunately I've got to get up in like 6 hours time for work, so I do have to end at some point. I think that time has arrived, unfortunately. But I do appreciate every single one of you popping in, Freaks, Raid, and Host, etc. And you guys sticking around to have a chat. And obviously, thanks for joining from obviously seeing the YouTube videos and coming to find us on Twitch, because this is where we have the fun when we're building stuff. It's a bit more fun when it's live, I find. YouTube's good, but being live is a lot more fun. So yeah, it's always a pleasure. I will chuck you all over to Anti-Elites if he's still on. It looks like he's still on. He'll probably be ending his stream soon anyway, but it's always nice to just return the favour if I am able to. Looks like he's just checking out his previous runs and how it went, so yeah, by all means have a look at his channel, see how they're getting on doing their speed runs, and hopefully that'll be me in a few months time when I finish this bloody mod pack. It's about 2 months to go, I reckon. But thanks all for coming, and I'll see you all later. Take care.